Hi everyone. This is just a little parenthetical add-on to the other videos and lectures and material I'm going to be posting. Those videos are meant to sort of be the equivalent of whatever we would have been talking about in class anyway. So treat them like you would, if you were in class and following along the lecture, taking notes, whatever. Um, I do want to say, we are cursed to live in interesting times, as they say. The news is obviously very troubling. I want to just say that, I understand, we understand that everyone's under a lot of stress right now. Just the basic fact of sheltering in place, for one thing, but then also all kinds of childcare and school and work arrangements that are, severely disrupted. So, we want to work with you to get a lot out of the remainder of the semester. Our job is not, I don't see my job is to boss you around or punish you for something. I want to work with you, and we'll come to a positive conclusion. Now, normally, anytime you teaching a class like this, you do want to sort of relate it to current events. Um, that is extremely unavoidable in this situation, and you know this the scale and scope of the problem we're facing with COVID-19 is really unprecedented. Um, However, we can put it in the context of what we've been studying. There may be millions and millions of people unemployed, but some of those policies that were put into place in the 1930s to respond to the Great Depression, such as Social Security, unemployment insurance, the FDIC to protect your bank savings, are still in place, and they will at least somewhat soften the blow in a way that was not the case when the Great Depression started, because those safeguards were not in place. So those policies have endured for a long time, and that shows why that period of time in the 30s and the Depression, the New Deal, was so significant and so lasting in its effects. How we choose to deal with this crisis is completely impossible for me to say, and we'll just have to find out. We've dealt with other crises in the past. We're going to be talking about the 70s and 80s. There's an economic crisis in the 70s, and by and large, the response to that dilemma was what we now call neoliberalism. The policies of people like Ronald Reagan here in the US, Margaret Thatcher in the UK, that saw the solution to the economic woes of the 70s in deregulation, tax cuts, in favor of the idea of the free market and globalization. That has been kind of the dominant paradigm ever since Reagan and Thatcher entered the picture. Some of that was challenged a little bit in 2008 because of the financial crisis, and the government took on a more active role in responding to that. But really, the basic ideological framework was kind of the same, neoliberal, market-based solutions. I don't know what the response to this will be. It's we're going to have to create that ourselves, but it's going to have obviously lasting effects. Whatever we choose to do, however we rise to the occasion in this moment, will have implications that I'm quite sure will last for the rest of our lives. So it's good to look at the past, the human experience, and see how people have dealt with problems before and what they learned, what didn't work, what failed. History doesn't repeat itself, as we've said before. It does rhyme, they say. And as much as we'd like to forget about history sometimes, history never forgets about us, as we see now. So, we're going to keep going. And, if you're facing difficulties, you're just freaking out, you can talk to the faculty, your professors, including me. We want to be supportive. We want to be a help, not a hindrance to you and everyone at this time. So I'm looking forward to, continuing to work with you guys, and I'm really looking forward to your papers as well, and seeing, where you go with those. hopefully, you can have kind of a creative, unique, specific product that is the result of that. And, that's what we'll do. Anyway, good luck, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.